What I'm really excited about is this weekend's been truly phenomenal for me. This has brought me back to a place where I haven't been for some time. I haven't been able to speak from my heart, from my core of who I really am. And being in the presence of you all who are so open, so ready, so available, so aligned to yourselves and to the world has been really something that I'm very, 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 very grateful for. And I know that this is what it's going to take to make a difference in our own lives and in the world. So regardless of how you're feeling right now, I would just appreciate you sharing something that's going on with you. So would you like to begin?
Sure.
Tell me what it is that you got out of these 4 days together, and how it might shift what you're going to do when you leave here.
One of the biggest change that I can feel right now is dropping off my resistance to many ideas or thoughts or my limiting beliefs. So the limiting beliefs are kind of not anymore that limited, they're expanding. And that's what is my biggest gift from this retreat.
Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you.
Okay, as you know, I've been going to a lot of retreats with you, so I can't definitively say there was just one thing that I got out of this retreat. It's been a process, so with each of your retreats, there have been more and more changes, and each time I'm more aware, not just of mind change, but I can actually physically feel changes within my body, like literally in my cells. So I think that's what it is. I just feel better each time I come to the retreat, more energetic, more connected, and at a raised frequency every single time. So that's what it is.
That's awesome. And so what I'm really hearing you say, it's a progressive.
Correct.
It's been a progressive transformation for you that has expanded each time.
Yes, definitely.
Terrific. Sachi?
I feel like for me this retreat, so I've gone on several retreats with you, and I feel like each one was teaching me something different that I needed to know for this rite of passage towards energy. Because as you know, my left brain consumes most of my life, and today that's been shattered. And I feel like now I am finally able to move into the person I want to become. And my biggest takeaway from the retreat is not an idea, concept, or theory. It's a way of living life. It's a way of perceiving the universe and the world around me that will lead me to the commitments, goals, and success I know I will achieve.
Beautifully put. That is awesome. And I love your fractured left brain. Because it makes you glow. That's awesome. Uma?
For me, it's been a progress because I came to your retreat first earlier this year, and at that time it was more for me that my life could change if I did such and such, or if I was looking at it in a different way. This time around, and the last time I went away with exhilaration of possibilities, but tons of fear and doubt. But nevertheless, I kind of started this journey of making small changes in myself and the way I look at things, and standing up more for myself and what I believe in. And this time around, I feel it's kind of really, I feel that it's all about me and what I do or what I perceive. And I actually had several very illuminating, teachable moments during this retreat, in interactions with people, with you or Anu or others. And that to me was the value of being in the company of people from whom I could learn about myself. So that's really what it is.
Yes, beautiful. Awesome. Thank you. Anu?
Okay. Well, I've been through, I would say, almost every single retreat. Since many, many years in each retreat, I learned something new. I learned something new each retreat because it happens in the here and now. So it's not necessarily a philosophy or a theory, but I learned something about myself. And each time, even if it's the same thing that I learn about myself, there is a different flavor to it. Mostly from this retreat, I have understood that because the rest of my life is pretty much smooth sailing, what have you, in terms of externals, that the thing that is most important for me in my life to make things happen is to keep my vibration up, which means that I need to do certain things, follow through with certain things so that I can always be in this state. And the state that I'm in right now is that I feel extraordinarily amazing as an individual. So, which means I feel like I am unique, and right from here to there. And even the word unique is sort of comparative. So there's been a shift in me. There's no comparatives. I'm excited about the interview that I'm going to do with E. I'm excited about what I can do. I'm excited and I'm bursting with ideas and this feeling of being creative. So I think this retreat has taught me that I'm happiest when I'm creating, when I'm creative. And I can be creative when I have raised my vibration. So practically speaking, those two things go hand in hand for me. And so I found a way to understand why I say that I want to do things, but I sit around on the couch or do something else instead. So vibration and creativity is what makes me tick. So thank you very much, E. darling.
Thank you.
Can I add something? One thing to what most of the people said here is the vortex that we started on Thursday. I feel right now is so strong, and each of us coming together as a cooperative component to it is just mind-boggling. It's so strong. I mean, I'm feeling it so strongly right now that the energy, the vibrationally, it's so high. It's just, I think all of us are feeling that we are at such a high level right now that we can achieve anything in life at this point. And we are here, it seems like, also feels like we are all, fitting into each other's puzzle.
Yes.
Right? What I need is what I'm getting from Mandi.
Yes.
Like, she is my monk, guru, teacher that I've been meditating for years, right? She is that love for me. Maybe, I'm something for Uma or for Anu. So we each are falling into each other's puzzles.
That's awesome. That's a great perspective. Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel like the energy that we started with in the vortex literally blew me apart energetically, and it's made it a little difficult to begin to even integrate at this point. But I know that when it all comes back together, that I have reached a higher frequency, and it's the home frequency. It's the soul family frequency, and and I will be it blasted me apart to the tender part of the soul inside, and I'm not afraid of what that's going to be, even though I don't have any clue.
And that takes so much courage to be able to make yourself so open and so vulnerable that you allow that very protective shield to come down, and to trust the energy, to trust yourself, to trust the environment and the people is quite rare, because very few people will. But when you do, like you have, and you're so open and you're so raw right now, what has occurred is that you absolutely are being filled with who you are and the true strength and empowerment that you are, that those other places where you've held back or you haven't experienced everything the way you might ideally like to is completely transformed. and you will fill yourself back up, not with the old, but with the new you that is clear and strong and empowered and bold and out there internally, because the out there is going to come from the inside, and that may or may not look like you're with a whole bunch of people or you're speaking whatever, but you do and you are, because you're already speaking at places and singing your heart out and changing people's lives by just being yourself. What's occurred for you is that this courage and this new transformation is going to allow you to do that with more joy, less hesitancy, and more of who you are in the true joy of life. And I'm so appreciative, so appreciative. It takes a lot to let yourself go to the place where you've gone to. You've been phenomenal. Thank you.
Hi. Hi. Thanks. I've discovered my inner happy baby again. Yay! So under every situation, I think there's a potential to feel the love in that situation. So the feelings that may surround something might be disconcerting or something you might want to push away. But when it comes down to it, it's an opportunity to love and to find the gift in everything. So I learned about reframing, which was very, very helpful, and to be, as Anu had said, a little more playful in every situation. So that's it. Thank you.
You are such a you have such a childlike energy that, you are very playful by nature, and being able to put yourself in the midst of all of this stuff it takes a lot to do that. And so you are doing it, and you've really shifted, which means that I look at you like a sparks just come off you all the time because of the way that you be. So you've contributed a lot. Thank you. Every person in here has contributed so much to this entire group that it's been quite amazing from my viewpoint. This has been like the most incredible experience. And for those of you that may still be going through some things, that's okay, because you will come back to the new level of you when your timing is right. You will all remember that wherever it is that you are, you have or were, has now moved to an entirely new level. And whether you're conscious of that and you're in touch with that new feeling of ecstasy, it doesn't matter. It is coming forth, and it's going to expand beyond. And we always want to remember that what's important is that we must keep our vibration and our connection very strong, because that's how we go back out into the world and really continue to stay in that place and make a difference in your own life and the lives of those people that touch with you or don't even know you.
Oh, this really feels strange, because I was just taking all these videos and now I'm on the other side of the camera. And I just wanted to speak because I'm just so filled with all of the experience that you guys have had here. It's just amazing. And for myself, I've had a fracturing. I am literally not the same person that I came into this. And we do a lot, Esateys and I do a lot. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Esateys' husband, and we do a lot of, I do help Esateys doing a lot of the stuff in preparation for these events and stuff. But so I got at a whole new level where my whole essence was refractured and just re-scrambled and put into a place where I feel so incredibly empowered and so alive with the future and with the overview, the master view, the big picture of why we're here and what we're doing. And I am just so in acknowledgement of everybody here, because it all contributed to this major experience. So thank you very much. Woo!